Hi people, it's Ellie here. I'm coming to the end of my winter break, and that means that I finally have to put aside Netflix and get back to work. But the problem with that is, for as long as I can remember, especially when I have long periods of time where I have nothing to do, all I do is binge watch TV. We all do it. We find episodes of a new or old TV show, and it's literally like every episode, so all you have to do is sit down with a couple snacks and a drink and just watch them straight through until you fall asleep. I've been binge watching TV for as long as I can remember. When I was younger, I used to binge watch the whole of the Disney Channel, and now I just binge watch anything that looks good on Netflix. Over the past few years, I've binge watched TV shows like Lost, Bones, Heroes, Doctor Who, but more recently I've binge watched shows like Gilmore Girls and Sherlock or Parenthood. I've found so many shows that I never would have continued watching if it wasn't for the immediacy I had. Back when I was a kid, you didn't have things like Netflix or Hulu or illegal websites to find full seasons of episodes. It was on one time, maybe twice if you were lucky, and that was it. If you didn't catch the new episode, you can't start the TV series. Because no one wants to start a TV series from the middle of it. You have to see the beginning of it, and that was really hard to do like years ago. And I fully believe that that's one of the reasons why I never really liked TV. I mean, if I ever watched TV shows, it was always on my laptop or on my phone because it was immediate and whenever I wanted, and I didn't have to stick to a strict schedule. I guess this topic has just been on my mind recently, pretty much since the recent addition to Gilmore Girls on Netflix back in October, and I know I talk about it a lot, but it's a big deal, okay? Like most girls in their 20s right now, I grew up on Gilmore Girls. I feel like most of my character traits, like my most prominent ones, I actually got from Lorelai Gilmore herself. And I know I can't get traits from a TV show, but I think they're just habits I picked up on. But back in the early 2000s, when Gilmore Girls was a thing and just starting out, the only way you could watch them in order was to get the box set DVDs. This is the box set for the 5th season of Gilmore Girls, and I got this when it first came out. What does this say on here? 2005 is when I bought this thing, and I watched this a gazillion times because I had it. I had the immediacy of it. Because even though it was a DVD and I had to physically take out the DVDs every time, it was more immediate than TV was. With these DVD box sets, I could literally open it up like a book, and you can see all the discs with a couple, I think it's like 4 episodes on each disc, and just different characters on the discs. And I would watch these discs falling apart because that's how old it is. I would just watch these discs over and over because this was my Netflix. This was the immediacy you had. But nowadays, Netflix has replaced DVDs, or at least DVD box sets, to the fact where you don't need these anymore. That's one of the most brilliant things about binge watching, because you don't need to have this huge chunky thing on a shelf when it's right there on the internet. Once again, I'm pointing to the TV because it has the internet on it. I'm getting off topic, but after Gilmore Girls was added to Netflix, I watched the whole thing again, and that was the 3rd time I've watched the series in its full completion. And I looked up some numbers on that. Gilmore Girls has 7 seasons, which adds up to 153 episodes, and each episode is 46 minutes long. In total, that adds up to 7,038 minutes just watching Gilmore Girls, or that is 117.3 hours. But for someone like me who's watched the complete series 3 times now, I've spent 14.7 days of my life immersed into the series. And that is just for one TV show. Imagine how many days of your life you have spent watching all the other TV shows you've watched. I've watched so many I can't keep track of how many of them. Like, I can only name a handful off the top of my head. Just the amount of days I've spent binge watching is insane. I've spent the past 2 days just binge watching Parenthood, which I originally started watching because it has Lauren Graham in it, and she's one of the stars of Gilmore Girls. So obviously I wanted to watch that because I love her. And I spent 2 days binge watching that show, and that just makes me think, how many more shows will I binge watch? Because, like, even though I know those statistics, I'm still gonna binge watch TV because I like it. It may be addictive and a complete waste of time, but it's entertainment. I mean, same thing goes for how many times have you rewatched videos from your favorite YouTubers? If you think about all the YouTube videos you've watched in your life, you've spent days and days, maybe months or a year watching YouTube videos. That is really scary. It also goes for movie marathons. Like, I've watched the complete series of Harry Potter, first movie to 8 in one sitting. I think I've done it 3 times. Maybe 2, but still, that's almost 24 hours of just watching the Harry Potter films back to back. But think of how many times you've watched them on their own. I mean, ABC Family alone does Harry Potter weekends, or I think they've upgraded to weeks now, and those are every couple months, if not every month. It is a lot of content. I don't know where I was getting in this video, but I guess just be aware of how much content you're watching. In the moment, it doesn't seem like a lot. But when you start crunching numbers, it really adds up. I'm not saying to stop binge watching, because I know I will not stop binge watching. It's just times like this where you have so much free time. That's all you want to do. Maybe we should get out more often, you know, see the sun. That's still out there, right? But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please make sure to give it a like if you like, and subscribe. And also comment below which TV show you've most enjoyed binge watching, because I need more recommendations. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Imagine Workshop is awesome. Would you like to subscribe? You've got mail. See you next time.